Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a little bit of a sort of Shop My Stash advanced palette bingo. So if you've been here before, you know that I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes as per like every other beauty YouTuber in the world, but I actually track my usage of them in my bullet journal. So we have like pages of what I use, and I have actually taken the time to number them all. So what we are going to be doing every 3 weeks to a month, I'm actually going to do a random number generator of 5 palettes, and those are the palettes I'm going to be using and playing with over that month. I'm not going to be tied to them. I have no expectations of those. The only rule is I have to use each one at least twice. I think this will help me in the new year with trying to declutter and trying to decide what I'm actually really using and what I'm not. So I'm going to do the random number generator in those videos live every time. So we were going to do the first batch today. I'm going to give my initial thoughts and reactions on the palettes that I choose or that get chosen for me by the makeup palette choosing gods. And then when I go to do the next batch, I will give my thoughts on the palettes from the previous month and my thoughts on the new ones. So let's do the first round and pull up a random number generator. So currently my max number is 194. Please don't throw any judgments. This has been a cumulative collection over many, many years. So as you can see, we have 1 to 194, and I'm going to generate my first number, which is 68. So I am then going to go to my book and I'm going to look for palette number 68, which is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I actually failed to mention one rule with this is I will not choose the same palette twice. So even if in 2 months from now another palette 68 comes up, I will draw again. So my second number is 47, which is the pixelated color, and I believe that's by Japanesque. Number 3 is number 13, and that is closer to the beginning, which I can almost guarantee is drugstore. It is the Plum Basics. Some of these I have to think about what they are. Is it weird that I feel like stressed about this a little bit? Okay, palette number 4 will be palette number 81 in my book, which is the Naked 2. And last but not least, we have palette number 177, which is the Gemstone palette from Huda Beauty. Alright, so far this number generator did exactly what I wanted it to. It pulled out a whole bunch of palettes that I don't typically reach for. Not that I don't like them, I have so much going on and I always am trying new stuff, and I feel like every time I get something new in, I feel rushed to review it. I had lipstick on my teeth, that's not cute. But now I'm going to quickly go through and tell you my feelings on the ones that I picked. So I will start from the beginning. The first one was the Shade and Light palette, which is this. When I first bought it, I used it all the time, and it was a really good palette to kind of pair with other things. I know you've seen it lots of times. It's obviously something that's been very popular on YouTube. A little bit less popular now as Diesel is barking at me. Kat Von D got herself into a little bit of hot water, but we don't talk about drama on this channel. So this will be a good basics palette that will actually pair very nicely with the last palette I chose, which is the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions. So this one is fairly new to my collection. I haven't been able to play with it too much because I've had so much stuff coming in recently, which is 100% my own fault. But I'm glad I picked a very neutral palette and something that could not have survived on its own, because those should pair nicely together. I also chose the Naked 2. Well, it was chosen for me. But the Naked 2 was a very big favorite of mine for a long time. I actually preferred this to the Naked 1. It was more my kind of tones. I've already hit pan in Booty Call, which is this shade here. Wah! And I really like the shade Tease and YDK. I use YDK in almost every wedding I've ever been in when I do my own makeup. It's just kind of a go-to for me, and it really works out for me. So not sad about this either. This is like a palette I reach for when I'm being really, really lazy and I just want to like throw a shimmer on the lid and throw something in the crease and like be done with my day. So I did pick one drugstore palette as well. This is the Milani Plum Basics. I went through a phase when I bought a lot of these. They're beautiful. I love these. I will probably leave this in my gym bag and just like leave it there as the palette I use when I'm at the gym, which is like 3 to 4 times a week in the morning, depending on what my schedule looks like that week. I work out at my office, and sometimes I have meetings that are too early for me to actually go to the gym, get ready, and make it to, no matter what time I wake up in the morning. But this will be good for doing that because it's a little bit smaller. And the last one that I don't believe I've ever talked about on my channel, and Kirsten actually picked this up for me when she came to visit me one year. She brought it from Ulta. This is the Japanesque Pixelated Color. So I don't typically reach for my baked products, but I really do like this. And every time I use it, I'm like, God, you need to pull this out more. And I never end up doing it. I have no idea why. I think it's my aversion to the baked products, but who the hell knows? It is a little bit darker than I like, but we are coming into fall, so perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Everything is super, super pigmented and soft. Like, it's hard to get it to show nicely on a swatch, but they really don't take a lot of effort, and like that's what we're all really looking for, right? Like stuff that doesn't take a ton of effort. Okay, so I hope you like this series. Let me know if you think a month is long enough or if it's too long, and I am really interested in seeing the kind of looks I can pull out of this, what I end up pulling at the same time. I do still intend to try the new stuff I have and review it. I just think that we need a way to use what we have and talk about things that we still have. I know there's lots of declutters. I know that there's lots of older stuff and limited edition stuff that doesn't get talked about. And I made this comment before that just because it is not available to get anymore doesn't mean people didn't buy it at the time. Like, we can still talk about those things. You don't necessarily have to recommend them. Like, in my opinion, you don't have to run out and buy anything, whether it's available or not. You don't have to go look for it. You can dupe so many things, and like that could be a possibility on this channel as well, to become like a, if not this, then that, which is also a really great option. I hope you like this idea. I hope you like this video and the ones in the future. I will also probably be doing another project pan outside of the 13 by Halloween, because Halloween is coming up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much to all of my new and existing subscribers. If you like what you see and you want to get these updates, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.